How's the prep going?
Hi, may I know your good name?
I'm Arushi.
Hi, Arushi. So my prep is going well, and I feel that I have checked all the check boxes, and it's going good, I guess.
Okay, fine. So, will you introduce yourself?
Okay.
Where are you
Hi,
from? Your
Arushi.
background, hobbies?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hi, Arushi. So I am Aditya. I'm a final year student at BITS Hyderabad, of course, and I am from Ahmedabad. My majors is in manufacturing with a minors in finance. I bring a diverse skill set to the table. I got during my tenure at BITS, I got to intern at various esteemed organizations like Indian Oil, ISRO, and Nomura Services. And my hobbies basically, I am a state level badminton player. I play cricket. I play chess. I do a lot of swimming, and I also in college I found a new hobby. I started doing theater. I enjoyed acting, and I have made a few short films. So this is basically about me, and most of it you will find on my resume. I'll tell you something that is not there in my resume. Since a very young age, I was a very bright student and I liked problem solving. So I started solving Shakuntala Devi books at a very young age, at the age of 4 years, in fact. And at the age of 4 years itself, I could recite tables up to 20. So this is something I have been doing and enjoying since a very young age, problem solving and critical thinking. So I feel that I will be a good fit for the organization.
Okay, fine. So, your CV says you've done a few subject courses at BITS probably. One of them is business analysis and valuation, right?
Yeah.
So, can you just
Yes.
briefly tell me what topics did you cover?
Okay. For business analysis and valuation, the course had two modules. One was business analysis, second one was valuation. So in business analysis, basically we study about the industry. How do we evaluate the industry and how do we look at any business's industry? For that, basically we use Porter's five forces. And then from going from industry, we look at the business of the company and what is the nature of the business and what is their company's strategy that they are adopting, be it their competitive strategy or be it how the company is oriented, whether it is an aggressive firm or a competitive firm. And then from that company, we move on to the product portfolios of the firm. We analyze their product portfolios using the BCG matrix, whether that product is a star product or a question mark product or a cash cow or a dog product. And that is pretty much about business analysis. Moving on to valuation. Valuation is basically we use various valuation techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, tell me what are Porter's five forces? You remember?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Porter's five forces is basically bargaining power of buyers, bargaining power of suppliers, uh, a threat to new entrants. Mm, I
Okay. Threat of substitution.
I'm uh yes, I'm missing a
And
couple of courses. I guess I need to revise my projects.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's okay. That's okay.
yeah,
Fine. I can also see you have technical proficiency in Excel,
yeah.
right? So, have you heard of a tool which is pivot tables?
Yes, I have used pivot tables.
Okay, so what is it used for?
Okay, pivot table is basically if you want to summarize something or if you want to create a sum or a count of something. So it basically you select the entire data, you go on insert, you insert pivot table, and you apply the necessary filters, and you apply the rows and the columns which you need, and based upon that, it gives you a basic crunch summary of the data that you are dealing with.
Okay, fine. Can you tell me about one of your, I think, summer internships at Nomura?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So in
very
Nomura, basically, in Nomura, basically, I was working with credit risk analytics, and we worked to calculate counterparty credit risk exposure for the firm. In Nomura, I was not directly working with the BAU activities. I was working on a few independent projects since it was work from home. I was working basically as an automation engineer, and I was helping the team in any way possible. So one of my major projects, which is the first one you'll see on my CV, was on stress period review. So I built a tool for stress period review. It eases the work by a lot, and it was a quarterly activity, and it used to take up to 7 hours to do. And now the tool that I have built, it does the same in 3.5 minutes. So this was a big win for the team, and that was one of my primary projects while working for Nova. Yeah.
fine. Okay, so I just want to know whether you what do you know about the role of business development?
Okay. So basically, business is from two sides. One is suppliers and one is customers. So business development is everything that happens in between, and we manage the customers and we manage the suppliers, and all the activities that are required as a backbone of business development. For me, it is the backbone of any firm, and those are the things that are actually something which this is something which excites me, and I feel that I have a good eye for it. So yeah.
Fine. Okay, so I'll just give you a situation. Tell me how you would respond to that situation. Okay.
Okay.
So, for example, say you have a client and the client is willing to switch to one of your competitors.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me how would respond to that situation.
Okay. Firstly, of course, if it is a major client, then we'd like to hold on to them, and especially for major clients, we'll personally make sure to approach them and ask them what their reasons for switching to a, parallel company are. I mean, do I get any information on this? That say, if I approach the client and if he has something to say about my either our firm, if he has any complaints with us, or is it something that the other company is doing better, then I'd like to talk to him. And if there is some shortcoming on our end, then I'd like to convince him on what we are doing to make sure that it becomes better, and that he does not face the same issues or face the same troubles in the near future from our firm. And in case there is something that the other company is doing better, then I'll give him the best of my the best consolation I can give from my side, that we as a company will make sure that there is no fall in the quality and the quantity of service that he is receiving. And as a personal touch, I'll add on to him that I will make sure that his if he continues with our firm, then he will be in the best of hands. So is there anything specific I need to be looking at, or
Yeah. So let us say the client wants you to add a feature to the product which the competitor is offering, but your product doesn't have. In that case, what would you do?
okay, do we have any technological constraints as such in adding that feature to our product, or is it in process and is it not ready yet?
So let's say we can add the feature. There's no technological constraint.
Okay, then I'll make sure that I let the client know of this, that we are in process of launching this feature in our product, and we will make sure our IT team is more than up to the mark, and we will make sure that we implement it as soon as possible. And in the meantime, we will offer him some kind of customer retention scheme, so that he holds on to us for a little more while. So, for example, we can offer him some kind of discount or some kind of anything that makes him hold on to us. So, this is basically what my approach would be in such a situation.
Okay, fine. I think we can stop this here. Um, what, according to you, are your three strengths that make you fit for this role?
Okay. One thing, as I said, I have a strong analytical brain and I like problem solving skills. So this is something I feel would always come in handy working as a business developer. Another thing, I am an all-rounder and I not just internships, I have a diverse skill sets everywhere I go, even in sports, even in theater acting. Theater also I've written, directed and acted in plays. Internships, I have a diverse set of three various internship in various organizations. I've done a lot of projects. So this is something that could actually aid to my becoming a business developer. And also, of course, I am good with people and I am good at making strong relations. As you can see in my internships, I have been most recognized for my work everywhere I have gone. So in Nomura, my work was presented to the Vice President of London headquarters, and I got appreciation from my executive director. In Indian Oil, my work actually became a part of Indian Oil's annual global summit. So this is something which I take pride in. My working efficiency is good. My time management is good. I'm goal oriented. So I feel that I will become a good business developer given the opportunity to be mentored by the likes of you and the people working in your company.
Okay. Aditya, where do you see yourself in 5 years or say 10 years?
Okay, so where do I see myself in 5 years? In 5 years, basically, I want to explore a diverse set of portfolios in your firm. So, what COVID has basically taught us is that nothing is permanent. So, for me, I do not want to restrict myself to working in same area or one same domain. I want to, even as a business developer, I want to explore various portfolios. Of course, maybe a promotion or two that is always there, but I would like to, get hands-on experience on as many things as possible and learn as much as I can. And yeah, of course, having said that, promotion or two, those are the outcome of the work that we do at any organization. So my goal is to make the best use of my opportunity at your firm, and that is basically where I see myself in 5 years, having explored a good set of work and set of working portfolios. Yeah.
Fine. I think we'll stop it here. Okay. I'll give you a short feedback and then we can have questions that you may have for me. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So we started with your introduction. I think that was good.
Yeah.
It was not very long, not very short, and to the point. So it covered your professional and your hobbies. That was good. Fine. After that, when I was going through your CV, you told me about your course, and the only thing I felt was you did no. I mean, people usually fumble when I ask about, okay, what were you taught in that course and the contents. The only point where you fumbled was the Porter's five courses, and that's okay. I mean, you cannot remember everything of every course, but just a suggestion: when you're writing something in your CV, you should be thoroughly, you should remember it because
Correct. Correct.
whatever is there in your CV, it's you, right? And if you fumble at that point, that doesn't look good. It's okay if you
Correct.
remember just four forces from five forces. That's okay. It's
Yeah.
not a negative
Yeah.
point, but if you remember all of them, that would be a plus point. Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly, for Excel, you knew about pivot tables. That is good. Um, I'm just saying that whatever it's there in your CV, you should know about it.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I think, yeah, so you can at least go through the course outlines or whatever courses you have done, so that whenever you're
Yeah.
asked, because the interviewer would not go through entire CV, he'll just pick a one point, and even if you know everything else apart from that one point, that doesn't look good. You don't want to have,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
just take care of. Apart from that, the situation, I think your approach was structured. You started with what problem the client may have and why he might want to switch. So that was good. Again, the just yeah, you explained me what the role of a business development team is. That was well. But in the situation, I thought probably when you're talking about why say I said that he may want a feature, right? And then you said that if there's no technological constraint, then you would also want to do a profit analysis, right? Because
Correct,
if the
correct.
client is not, then you might incur cost, but you may not be able to recover those costs through the revenues, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it may happen the feature is not required by other clients.
Mm-hmm.
So you might put a lot of cost into it, but you will not recover it from the revenues that you get. So that is another thing that you have to consider. Okay.
Okay.
So even though your approach was structured, it could have more points or more perspectives to it. So that comes with preparation. So the more you practice, the better you get it, right? So I think that was one thing. After that, your answers were good. You were confident. I don't think confidence is a problem, and you prepared for the answers like the other HR questions. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or your strengths? That was good. So I think the only
Yep.
thing that you have to work upon is the preparation part. So in business development, I just asked a situation based question, but you may be asked a case or a guesstimate or probably a marketing related question,
Mm-hmm.
anything or a puzzle. So it's just the preparation that you need to do. I think apart from that, it's good. Anything that you might want to ask me?
Anything, any tips on my resume? Can you go through it once quickly?
I
And
did. And
yeah.
yeah. So your resume does look good. You have done some
Okay.
courses, the skills, it's good. Your CG is also good. So I think the
Thank
resume
you.
looks fine. But at the end, if you're shortlisted, it's the interview that matters, right? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think on the confidence part, it's good. You don't have to really work upon anything. I would just suggest before the interview, just be calm. Don't panic because your state of mind is very important when you go to the interview, right?
Correct.
With a calm mind, you can actually solve questions, and even if you're asked something which you don't know about, it's okay. You can just tell them, "I don't know," instead of
Yeah.
fumbling and giving answers which are like random, doesn't make sense. It's
Mm-hmm.
better that you say, "No, I don't know."
Mm-hmm. Correct. Correct.
Yeah. Uh, Apart from that, yeah, it's just the preparation that would help you now at this stage.
Yeah.
Um, the more questions you practice, Google it or find some resources for cases, for situation based questions, for puzzles. You might be asked puzzles as well, right? And
Yeah.
that is something you actually stuck at if you're not practiced enough. So you
Yeah.
can work upon that. Yeah.
Correct.
I think apart from that, everything's fine.
Okay. 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 Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Arushi. Is there anything else that we need to be doing?
I think I'm sorted. If you don't have a question, probably we can end it here.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Thank you so much for your time and your feedback. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'll keep those points in mind. And of course, yeah, I fumbled with the five courses. I need to prepare them better, and I need to go through my courses once more. And that's it, I guess. Anything other than that? I'll practice cases and puzzles and all. I have mostly done from Geeks for Geeks, and that is I feel that I am doing a good job there. And yeah, of course, HR questions also I have prepared more or less, and I'll go through them once and I'll write them in a structured manner so that will help me during my interviews.
Yes.
Like before going to for an interview, I'll just go through the bullet points and that should be enough. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. So yeah, thank you so
Okay.
much. Yeah, yeah.
All the best.
Bye, bye.